I think the friend zone is BS. So when the whole term friend zone kind of came about, I remember there being an MTV show where it kind of pertained to people in a friendship that were afraid to admit their feelings because they didn't want to ruin the friendship. Now, that circumstance, I do kind of understand when you're in a friendship and you get to know somebody and then you realize their deeper feelings and you're afraid either they won't feel the same or you guys will date and it won't work out and then your friendship is screwed. But it seems to be being used as more of a I got rejected, therefore I'm in the friend zone kind of thing a lot. Nobody put you in the friend zone. I think you're just cushioning your own mental psyche because you can't accept rejection. I have been friends with somebody and then they will come out and let me know that they like me or that there's, something else there for them. And I'll politely tell them, I'm sorry, I don't feel the same way about you, but, I like being your friend. That's about as far as that feeling goes. And these people kind of box themselves into this mindset that when they haven't been rejected, that there's still a chance for them in the future, that if they're there for you, that they'll get to date you in the future, or that you just haven't realized how amazing that it's on you. Somehow that person who rejected you or doesn't have those feelings for you, it's their fault. They put you in the friend zone. And that's where my issue with the friend zone comes in. Nobody puts you in the friend zone but yourself. If somebody rejects you, it's your choice to walk away and take the time you need to get over it, or to stick around and continue being that person's friend if that's something you can handle. I've had friends for years who have stuck around and continue to try to be my friend, but it always gets weird. And it's always made out to be my fault, why aren't you attracted to me, or what did I do wrong, and you start to feel bad. I believe there are two circumstances here. One where I can actually see the friend zone, what I believe the friend zone is, and that's, like I said, when people are friends, but they're afraid to ruin the friendship, so they just haven't spoken up about it. And then two is this ridiculous idea right now that because somebody rejected you or they just don't have feelings for you in that way, that they're putting you in the friend zone. And that's not what's going on. They rejected you. And I'm not gonna say that it never happens, that you will stick around and later on they'll realize oh man, I really should have tried dating this person, blah blah blah, but 9 times out of 10 they're just not into you that way. And you're not being friend zoned, you're being rejected, you're in denial. I see instances where people will flirt with somebody, but then when that person develops feelings and tries to confront you about them and say, I like you, I'm into you, etc., etc., that person's I just like you as a friend, but then they'll continue to flirt and things like that. It's not because they like you, it's because they like attention. And that person, not only should you not want to be with them, but they obviously don't respect you as a friend if they're willing to play with your feelings just for attention. And that's not the friend zone either. That's just an asshole that you need to run from. So basically, I guess what I'm trying to say is the only instance where I think the term friend zone is acceptable is if you are literally friends with somebody and you have feelings for them, or maybe you both have feelings for each other, but you're afraid to say something because you're afraid to ruin the situation. And that's what that MTV show that they had on TV for a while, that's what that was about. The friend zone. People who were friends with somebody but were, scared or afraid or not sure how to go about trying to take it to that level or telling this other person how they felt, etc. So all this bitterness about people who were rejected claiming they've been put in the friend zone, either somebody just is not into you and has rejected you and you're in denial, or that person is an asshole who likes attention and is neither your friend nor somebody you should want to date. After feelings are expressed, the friend zone is a BS term. Me and myself personally, I'm a person who I like to be friends with somebody. I like very much so at this day and age, everything is super fast. You get on Tinder, you swipe right, you're on a date, then you're together, then you're sleeping with each other, and then 2 days later, you're in a relationship, you're sleeping with each other, you're blah blah blah, just stuff is so super speed, touch of a button, we need to be dating and sleeping with each other and freaking whatever, right away. Jesus Christ. And I'm not that type of person. I like to be friends with somebody for a little bit first and get to know them. However, if I am feeling them, if I am into you, I will absolutely there will be signs. I feel as a female, females, we're super touchy and we like to hug people who we're interested in. Now somebody who who's a friend or who I'm not into, or if I know you like me but I don't like you back, I'm going to try and avoid physical contact because it just makes me feel uncomfortable. Of course, if you come in for a hug, I'm not going to deny it, but I'm not going to initiate hugs. I'm not going to hold you in that hug very long. It's probably going to be a quick hug, a side hug, whatever. I'm going to avoid letting that idea grow in your head at all costs, that there could be something there, because there's not. And if I'm into you, then I want you to know, and I will probably make it pretty obvious. If I don't just come out and say it, there's gonna be some signs. And I feel most mature women are like that. Men, however, I couldn't tell you. Ladies, sorry, I can't help you out with that. I don't know. I personally, though, am tired of hearing all these people whine about the friend zone and act like it's some freaking horror movie they're stuck in, when really, she's just not that into you. And it sucks, but you shouldn't be chasing after somebody who's not into you anyway. You shouldn't have to make someone like you or wait around for someone to figure out that they like you. That's not how that works. And just know you heard it here first. The friend zone is BS. It's a load of bullshit. And there will absolutely be someone out there who's going to be both your friend and your lover and proud to show it. So stop wasting your time feeling sorry for yourself and being in denial, because it's not worth it. And it's stupid. Let's stop, blaming people who are just not into us and throwing around this term friend zone. And for those of us stuck in this actual thing, where we're friends with somebody and we have feelings but we're afraid to tell them, it's scary, but take the chance, or forever wonder, forever be stuck. You could be super surprised and things could end amazingly, or they might not, and You know, you might lose a friend, but I feel like that opens up the door then for you to stop being hung up on this friend and wondering what if, and meet somebody else super freaking awesome. So, go take a chance, go tell that person you like them, or if you've been rejected and claiming you're in the friend zone, get out of there. Accept the rejection. Stop living in denial. Go find somebody who's not gonna reject you. Or if you feel like you're constantly getting rejected, maybe you should be alone and do a little self-construction and self-work and build yourself up and figure out your life, and then somebody great will find you. Yeah, those are just my thoughts on why I think the friend zone is bullshit and a totally just overused term for people who are just afraid of rejection, and we shouldn't be. It happens to all of us, I promise you. Whether it's by someone we're interested in, or by a job, or by... Nobody's perfect in everyone's eyes, and yeah. So, if at any point you liked what you heard, or you agreed with anything I said, or you didn't, or whatever, give this a huge whopping thumbs up, please, and don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Continue to like and subscribe. I have lots of crazy things going on in the next couple months that I really want to share with everyone and start growing this channel and, you know, putting my all into this. So I really appreciate all, or, you know, any support you all choose to give me. I hope you all come back for the next one. Love ya, stay groovy.